Origami Dripper is an eye-catching coffee dripper that has been getting tremendous amounts of attention on social media. It got even more popular when the World Brewers Cup champion used it to win the title in 2019. There is no doubt that Origami Dripper looks beautiful, but how does it brew? In this video, we ask our new team member Tomo to share all he knows about brewing with origami after he was testing it for a few weeks.
What we want to find out is if Origami Dripper can brew as beautifully as it looks. So the plan is to look at the design and characteristics, then we will compare it to other popular coffee drippers like Hario V60 and Kalita Wave. And at the end, we will share our favorite way of brewing with origami. Let's start with design. As the name reveals, their inspiration comes from origami art that is famous for being delicate, colorful and creative. The dripper comes in many beautiful colors, ranging from white, pink, navy, all the way to a black one. Our favorite was turquoise, so we decided to pick this one. As you can see, origami misses the handle and the base. Thanks to its construction, it's 23% lighter than V60. Unlike other cone-shaped drippers, origami has walls from 20 ribs or channels. Thanks to those, you can use Kalita filters that will fit in perfectly. It's good to point out, this wouldn't work in V60 as the walls of the filter would deform. The one that I'm holding right now is a medium size that is for 1 to 4 cups. But there is also a small size that is for 1 to 2 cups. The price of our origami was around 26 euros. The smaller one costs €1 less, so there's not much difference there. You can use origami by itself, just putting it inside the decanter, but you can also buy wooden or plastic holder. This comes separately at an extra cost of 12 euros, so altogether we are at 38 euros. So in our first test, we'll brew origami and compare the results with ceramic V60. Origami developed its own cone-shaped paper filters. You can use them, but other cone-shaped filters work as well. Since we didn't find so much difference, we are brewing with Hario filters today. If you have a closer look, there are some differences you can see immediately. Origami has the same height like V60, but is a bit wider. The second difference is that origami has a wider hole on the bottom by 5 mm. Both of those factors will have influence on the brewing speed. In most of our tests, origami was faster by around 15 seconds. This brew tastes very clean and juicy. It has good balance and transparency. Compared to V60, both are actually really close. I wouldn't say there is so much difference between them, but origami has slightly more acidity. It's very fresh and juicy. I like it a lot. With Kalita, there are two main differences you can see here. The first is that in Kalita the waves on the filter are in the air, but in origami they are stuck to the wall. So the ribs might have the opposite effects like with cone-shaped filters, and they might be slowing down the brew in origami. The second main difference is again the bottom of the filter. Kalita bottom is supporting the filter and has only 3 small holes in it. In origami we get open bottom where the coffee bed is curved under the weight of the coffee and the water. Both those differences resulted in different brew time. In our experience, origami was usually slower by around 20 seconds. So when we compared the brews from origami and Kalita, there was definitely bigger difference. And mainly Kalita has higher acidity. It was more juicy, but on the other hand, it was lacking in the quality of the body, in the texture on your mouth. So origami, on the other hand, was much fuller and richer in the body and had higher sweetness. The only minus is that origami was slightly dry in the aftertaste. So you are probably asking, what's the best way to brew with Origami Dripper? Cone-shaped filters highlight its clean cup and acidity. On the other hand, Kalita filters offered better body and higher sweetness. With both, I had brews that were tasty and well extracted. I guess it's almost a tie, but I would lean slightly towards a cone-shaped filter because they worked flawlessly. And if you want to play with Kalita filters, you can try pressing down the pre-washed filter. This gave us a bit faster brew, so let us know if it works for you. Now let's sum up with what we think about Origami Dripper after a few weeks of testing. The number one benefit of Origami Dripper, besides its look of course, it's its versatility. You can change the flavors of your coffee only by using different filters. Because of its light construction, Origami has better thermal transfer and stability than other ceramic drippers like Hario V60. On the other hand, Origami is not very practical. It misses the handle and it's super fragile. You feel kind of afraid that you might break it every time you throw out filters or clean it. With Kalita filters, the brewing process has slowed down and many times our brews ended up over-extracted. Our solution to that was switching the brewing kettle. The one with restricted flow rate worked better. When we compare it to V60 filters, I felt I didn't have equal control of flow rate when brewing. In general, it's more demanding coffee brewer and requires higher precision. And the last point is the holder. You have to purchase it separately at the extra cost. While the plastic version works fine, the wooden holder can keep your origami level and I don't find it very useful. But I know it looks nice. So if you care about the aesthetics, coffee rituals and social media, the Origami Dripper may be a good addition to your coffee drippers collection. If you are more concerned about the taste and already have 1 or 2 coffee drippers at home, don't expect that Origami Dripper will change your coffee game completely. So what about you guys? Do you already have origami and which filters do you use? Let us know down in the comments and see you next time. Cheers!